Jack
Yeah.
Russell, yeah.
The red tick hound, Jack Russell, Lake.
That one. Oh, God.
You guys, Bruce, here. It's 6 p.m. We'll call to order the meeting of the planning board for the town of Lincolnville for Wednesday, April 30th. We have one item on the agenda, which is a commercial site, an amendment to an existing commercial site plan. Before we start, I'd like to introduce ourselves, please. You are
Dick Vermeulen, member.
Dick Butler, Chair.
Frank Dario, code officer.
Sandy Delano, Vice Chair.
Nancy Weezer, scribe.
And I assume you are Miss Amory? Okay, good job. So this is an amendment to an existing site plan that was approved in on June 24th of 2020. So that's how we'll proceed. So if you'd like to discuss with us what you're planning to do.
Should I take the podium?
Yes, please.
What I'm planning to do is pretty simple. The property that I own is a motel that's been in existence for a long time. And on the south side of the property, there are 6 different cabins, which I've been renting out for the past 10 years since I've owned the business. And what I hope to do is expand 4 of the cabins with a 4-foot by 4-foot addition. For 3 of them, this will be going over an existing deck, so there will not be any change in impact particularly. It's simply a measure, make the bathrooms a little bit bigger because they're tiny right now. They are 4 foot by 7 feet. The toilets are jammed in next to little sinks, half the size of the podium. What I want to do is put the showers out in a newly built space on the decks, which are currently under repair. And shift the toilet to another side so that the sink can be in the middle and the bathrooms can be just that much bigger. 3 of the cabins already have the decks, which are, I think, 8 by 16 in size. And then one of the cabins, for some reason, never got a deck. So it's going to get a deck and it's going to look exactly the same as the other cabins.
So the decks are going to be basically cut in half in terms of the space.
No, it'll be much less than that. I mean, the decks run the full 16-foot length of the cabins. The cabins are 10 by 16, so the decks are 8 by 16. So just in the very little corner, and I indicated it with a small drawing.
This drawing in there, this shows that.
Yeah, it's just a tiny little bump out. So you'll still be able to see from deck to deck, which people like because a lot of families.
Footprint of the whole thing remains the same.
Correct. Except for the one cabin that never got the deck and it's gonna get a deck.
Oh, yeah.
So, but other than that, the footprint doesn't change. So it's just sort of building on something that's existing.
Mr. Chair, I would like to move the planning board to take a look at section 2.1.1, section 18. And give the applicant a chance to request the planning board if they can forego a planning board approval because of the minuscule application that has been sent before the board.
You want to forego full site plan review.
Any review. Because based on the nature of what it is, you know, what is there in the ordinance that would address it?
No, I understand.
So
I looked at it, so we approved the whole thing previously. And all they're doing is changing the footprint basically. I mean, not the footprint, but the deck.
I agree. I don't see why we're here.
Well, let's not.
because you because if I said it's okay, you'd hang me out to dry.
Right, so.
Which we
Nothing else is changing. None of the other terms of the submission requirements, they're basically not applicable. So that, I think we should just,
I went through the thing and I saw, yeah, well,
would you like to make a motion, sir?
motion to adjourn. Oh, I'd like to make a motion to accept the plan as submitted.
I'll second it.
And Nancy, you may want to make reference to the fact that we're using section 18. Section 18, 2.2.1.
And I did look at.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Done.
Bathrooms for everybody.
And if we will forego the fee because he's not going through an amendment.
Right.
Okay, so you can take back what I was gonna keep overnight for you and let's see.
But I am very pleased and, for the
I can't wait to rent one of those, I can't wait to rent one of those cabins before you get modified, that's like, take pictures.
Yeah, you want to go the experience, provide that.
Okay, that's what color they were, was that B code?
Oh, I.
Do I have to sign something now before you let me get away?
In this particular case, there is no building permit to be signed. Well, actually, you should, I am gonna need a building permit from you.
I filed an application for it in this.
It did, it should be in the file.
Yes, and I have a building permit right for the replacement of windows and doors. But I think it's at the very end of that.
They have it. Okay, now do you have the original application?
Yes.
Okay, may I have that, please?
I'm just trying to preclude another curve.
Listen, the economy and the habitation. Yes, that's it. And I'll be taking care of this with you anytime after tomorrow. Just sign that, sir.
Okay, great, not tomorrow.
Whenever you're ready. Just as long as you do it before ASAP.
Well, I'll work on that. I go to the funeral farm.
Oh.
Very inconvenient for my.
Was so close.
11 a.m. on the 15th. At 11.
I asked for.
Yarmouth,
The other side of nowhere.
Austin.
Very clean. Shut anything off.
I'm going.
I was returning up 95 one day, like hour. On the 4 lanes, and a turkey flew out of the median strip, flew into the side of the box man immediately in front of me, was sitting on the pavement as I went over the top of it. And I looked behind me and oh my God. I put it in people.
You know, I thought we were gonna make a world record here tonight.
We have.
Yeah, well, no, we haven't. Before we adjourn, we have to check the minutes from the meeting of April 9th.
Motion to accept the minutes.
I wasn't here, but I'll second it.
He wasn't here, so.
I read them.
I read them
too.
They look
However, we
nice.
don't have a forum.
You could put in the minutes, well, the only other thing you do, you can put a notation in that they were not approved because of, but the board was not here. And cover them the next time you have a board.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that.
That's so.
Legally.
Yeah. Okay, now, let's have it.
Sure.
I'll second it.
All in favor? We are adjourned. Now you guys can have it back. and
No,
forth. That's it.
No, we could, we're gonna use them more.
Yeah, I mean, I do come up with some other things that I want, but,
Yeah, don't forget